All right, man, torture talk. You know what it is, man. So look, man, today's episode, we're going to be talking about Kendrick Lamar has been nominated for a couple of Emmys. And I want to talk about this because this is very important. I want y'all to understand something. I believe him and Beyonce was nominated for a couple of Emmys. And I'm going to talk about how I feel about certain things, but I know people might disagree with me when I say what I'm going to say. But I gotta say it because I feel as though that sometimes I feel as though it can't be one without the other. Let's just say that. So before I get into that, I gotta get the legendary spill. This is Torture Talk. If you like the content, please consider subscribing. If you're new here, let me work for your subscription today. All the beautiful, single, sexy ladies, put one in the chat. All the fellas, y'all know the final ones at. Just don't harass them. I don't sell no merch, but I do have content, absolutely free. But if you want to leave a donation, link is in the description. Cash App. No more PayPal. They call me the Hidden Gem. 1,300 subscribers, over 14, 15, 16, 17, 18,000. I'm almost at 18,500. I probably am over 18,500 by now. The channel is running fast, baby. So if you ain't on the train, get on the train right now. Not on the bandwagon, you gotta get on the goddamn train. So if you want to train, get on the train. You know what I'm saying? So look, man, I keep looking around because I don't want nobody to walk in the camera. I don't play that. Don't come up to me, yo, bro, yo. No, this ain't one of those things. You know what I'm saying? This ain't one of those. This is Torture Talk. You know what I'm saying? So look, all right, so look, man, let's get to it. So here's my biggest issue, right? My biggest issue with this whole thing, and I'm gonna get this out the way before I give Beyonce and Kendrick their praise. I feel as though that a lot of times companies have to include whether it's a man or a woman to satisfy everybody now. It's like the trophy syndrome at a greater scale. If y'all don't know what the trophy syndrome is, it's basically when all the kids win. You know what I'm saying? All the kids win, all the kids get a trophy. I feel as though that's how it is sometimes. You know what I'm saying? It's up for interpretation for you to figure whether it's Kendrick or Beyonce. I'm not going to say. I'm just going to say, I feel as though now it has to be both because people will complain so much. They say, well, what about this person? Why they didn't get it? Or what about this person? And they feel as though they have to give it to two people. Now, maybe there's a female and male category, who knows? But I feel like that's what they're doing. If the camera fall over, I'm sorry, because it is a little windy out here, and this little thing ain't that stable. So look, so I do feel as though that they do that a lot. And I know y'all probably notice it as well, but y'all just probably either afraid to say it, or y'all just don't want to say it, or y'all just say, well, who cares, right? You know what I mean? But I do. I think that it shouldn't have to be pleasing everybody. You know what I'm saying? I don't think it should have to be because this person won. Well, what about this person? Because you know they're going to complain. We have to give it to that person too. Or we have to give it to these people too. Or those people too. You know what I'm saying? That's how I feel sometimes that they do when it comes to giving out these type of awards or giving out awards in general. You notice, like, whenever, like, I put it to you like this. I like Beyonce. You know what I'm saying? I think she's a phenomenal artist. I think she's one of the greatest female artists of all time. I like Beyonce. But I would have to admit that they do be showing her a lot of favoritism in all these award shows. To me, Beyonce, and I'm gonna be honest with y'all, and this is just my honest opinion, Beyonce don't deserve to have as many Grammys as she has. She don't. There's other artists I think either deserves more Grammys than her, because I look at it, whatever album Beyonce drops, she wins a Grammy. And some of the albums that she dropped ain't that good, in my opinion. They're not that good for her to win so many Grammys. She has so many Grammys. I'm like, why does she have so many Grammys? It was one time when Beyonce was nominated, and she put out one song, I believe with Megan Thee Stallion or something like that. And she got nominated, I don't know how many times. She got nominated so many times, right? You know what I'm saying? Fact check me on that. I'm just telling you. But in my opinion, I think that's the case when it comes down to it, when it comes to Beyonce and whoever else. You know what I'm saying? I feel as though that she gets a lot of favoritism out of all the female artists that I came across. Beyonce gets a lot of favoritism. Now, some people could say that about Kendrick Lamar, but see, for me, it's a little bit different. Because Kendrick Lamar, his music is Grammy worth. It's worthy of a Grammy. You know what I'm saying? I don't think certain Beyonce songs are worthy of Grammys that she be getting. That's just my opinion. You know what I'm saying? But again, people have their opinion, and this is what we're here for. You know what I'm saying? But look, so both of them was nominated for Emmys, daytime Emmys. Now, whether daytime, nighttime, I believe it's the daytime Emmy. We're just gonna say the Emmys, right? Understand something. Now, I'm not sure if it was the Emmys or the ESPYs. I think it was the Emmys. I'm not sure. But either one, it was one of those, you know what I mean? It was one of those. I can't see, sometimes I get it confused. You know what I'm saying? I know the ESPYs is for sports. And the reason why I say the ESPYs is because he did do the Super Bowl. And then, you know what I'm saying? So I believe that's what, but I believe the ESPYs is ESPN awards. But the Emmys, the daytime Emmys, and the Oscars, and all of those, you know, it's all basically the same. But anyway, so he got nominated. His Super Bowl performance, right, got nominated. For all the people who was out here saying that it was trash, it was this, it was that, it wasn't good, all these people, I hope that y'all understand something. You have to dare to be different. You can't always do the same thing. This is what Kendrick Lamar is. If you listen to all his albums, and I can tell y'all, a lot of these people out here who hated that performance, they don't even listen to Kendrick. I like Anton Daniels. I do. You know what I'm saying? I think he's cool. I don't agree with everything Anton Daniels said. If y'all know who he is, look him up. I don't agree with everything he says. I don't. But he said something to me that was probably more radical than I ever heard him say. He said that Drake's catalog is better than Kendrick's. And I know why he did that. He didn't, in my opinion, Anton didn't do that because he actually feels that way. He actually did that because he probably never listened to Kendrick's catalog. Because if he did, he would see that Kendrick's catalog lines up with a lot of his views. Not all of them, but it lines up with his views. But since he's in that pocket of hating Kendrick's Super Bowl performance because everybody hates blackity black whenever black people stand up for themselves or whenever black people champion themselves, a lot of people hate that. For some reason, even black people hate it. You know what I'm saying? I'll be honest with y'all. I'm not gonna say that I'm 100% in love with everything, because I do believe that some of these outlets promote propaganda and use us black people as pawns to get us to do certain things, and they say, look, this person's racist or that person's racist, and they know that it gets under my skin, because black people are very emotional when it comes to these things. We've been through 400, 500, 600 years of repression and all this shit, you know what I'm saying? So you do ought to understand that we do have this gene of depression inside of us, or from passed down through our lineage, in our, you know what I mean? It's been passed down to us. Let's put it to like that. Our grandmothers was going through it. Our great-great-grandmothers was going through it. They was enslaved, or, you know what I'm saying? So we do have that. But at the same time, a lot of these outlets be using that against us. You know what I'm saying? And they notice you might not fully feel that people are racist 100%. You might fully feel people just, I don't know if he's racist. But these outlets, they'll put something in your head and make you believe that. That's that propaganda. Now, again, that's another story for another day. But anyway, so I know a lot of them feel like they got egg on their face now because, well, then again, the Emmys is Hollywood. And a lot of these conservative outlets or whatever outlets, they go against that Hollywood or whatever. So they looking at Kendrick Lamar as he's a media darling, and Drake is this guy. But if you flip the narrative, the reason why they probably hate it so much is because it's supposed to be Drake that's doing all this. He's supposed to be winning these awards because in their head, he deserves it because he's from that lineage. We're not from that. We're not from that certain community. If you know what I'm talking about. He is half that. So he's from that. So in their head, he's supposed to win those awards. He's supposed to win. Not this little black kid from Compton. He don't supposed to win that. No, absolutely not. No way Kendrick Lamar is supposed to win all these different awards. Why is he getting ESPYs for the Super Bowl? How did he get that? Because in every part of history, the person that dared to be different always was remembered. Everybody, any and everybody you can think of, when they dared to be different, they was always put in a certain category. This is why I say Kendrick Lamar is going to be a legend of all legends, because what he did is the same thing what Huey P. Newton did. It's the same thing what Martin Luther King did, Malcolm X did. Those things, they dared to be different. They put themselves on the line, whether it was their livelihood on the line or whether it was their career on the line. They did these things. You know what I'm saying? And I think that the raising of the black fist at the Olympics is something that people got to understand. This is what we go through. The same thing. What's his name? Muhammad Ali did when he wouldn't go to the war. You know what I'm saying? You got to understand. That's not my war. So you got to understand. Those people are considered the greatest of all time in their field or their respective fields. And this is what it is. So him winning an Emmy, or him getting an Emmy, or winning several Emmys, or getting nominated for an Emmy is a big deal, because that opens up us to a different crowd. Not a lot of y'all, I know a lot of y'all hip hop historians hate it too. Y'all just as bad as the conservative side who don't like hip hop. Y'all hate the fact that he has broken the glass ceiling, because y'all want hip hop to stay on the ground. Y'all don't want hip hop to be big. Kendrick Lamar is the only rapper that has no scandals, no nothing. And he's at the top of the game. Now, people could say, well, the scandal is Drake taking him to court, taking UMG to court because not like us. That's not connected to him. He made the song. That's it. If you say, well, then he should have took Kendrick to court. That's what I'm saying. So you got to understand, man, like, we are in a time now where the hip hop historians are hating on Kendrick, even though Kendrick Lamar has broken the ceiling. And now they wasn't really hating on it. And it's flipped, because a lot of the hip hop historians, they claim they hate Drake, but they be bigging him up all the time. They literally say in it, well, he still ain't losing none because he's still streaming the most. But that's to me, that's the problem with y'all hip hop historians. Y'all say he ain't losing nothing, he's still the top, he's still the best. But then y'all get mad at Kendrick Lamar for breaking through and putting hip hop places that had never been before. Y'all get mad at that. So I don't understand y'all arguments sometimes. Some of y'all arguments be y'all big up a dude who y'all know is clearly not hip hop. But then y'all turn around and try to son a dude who is clearly hip hop and breaking through glass ceilings to get us to different places. Y'all do understand that Kendrick Lamar is on a stadium tour run all over the world. And that's another thing that hip hop historians can't stand. They can't stand the fact that he's doing something in Germany and all the people jumping up and down. They hate it because they look at it like that's supposed to be all black people. Hip hop, I want to make it real clear to y'all right now. I want y'all to understand something, right? And I hope I don't fall over by saying this, right? Hip hop is not exclusively for black people no more. Hip hop is for the world. It's not exclusively for black people anymore. We created it and we letting it thrive. That's how it goes. You cannot sit here and tell me that you believe hip hop should. We created it, but you can't say that it's only for us anymore. Can't do that, because to me, it's never gonna go anywhere. If it's just for us and that's it, it's always gonna stay there. And that's what them hip hop historians want. They want it to stay there. They don't want it to grow. And half of these hip hop historians, I laugh because half of them never even picked up a pen themselves. They never rapped. They never even made a goddamn beat. Only thing they do is sit here and complain and talk about shit. That's it. But anyway, so this is a big deal. Him winning that award is amazing. Or getting nominated. I don't know if he win yet. Getting nominated for all these, I believe it was 5 or 6. He got nominated. This is a big deal because now that's gonna highlight. And again, I have to call this out. A lot of y'all hip hop historians, y'all love Michael Jackson, but Michael Jackson was a pop star. He wasn't a hip hop star. I love Michael Jackson as well, but he was a pop star. Kendrick Lamar, as an MC hip hop rapper, surpassed his Super Bowl performance. I don't see y'all bigging that up. Every time I see a hip hop historian, they always saying, well, I mean, K-Dot, he doing his thing, but there is one flaw in there. There's something that he didn't do right. There is one tiny little flaw that blows his whole career up. It's bullshit. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta understand, man. Yeah, I'm doing something. Yeah, I'm doing something. Thank you, man. Appreciate it. Yeah. Huh? Yeah, not live stream now. No, I'm just recording. Yeah. Yeah, yeah,
It looks
yeah, pretty big.
amazing.
Yeah, 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 pretty big.
What's your YouTube channel? What the hell to follow?
Oh, it's Torture Talk. Torture Talk.
Torture Talk?
Yeah, Torture Talk. Yeah, you'll see me on there. It probably show up. But yeah, it's Torture Talk. Thank y'all. I appreciate y'all. You know what I'm saying?
Bueno, entonces, te vamos a buscar. ¿Y la Toña? Yo quiero comerme.
What's that mean? That was mean. I should call him back over. Like, y'all want to be on the channel? Like, that was wrong. I shouldn't have did that. That was wrong. That was wrong. I guess it's Torture Talk. I shouldn't have did that. I was in the middle of something though. You know what I'm saying? It kind of like that made me look like an asshole. Oh man, I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry. I should have let them come on. That was wrong. That was wrong. That was wrong. That was wrong. I got a little frustrated. Y'all can see it on my face because they just walked out. And you know the thing is, like, I hate when people do that. I'm not gonna lie. I hate when people come up to you and they see you doing something. They should just wait till you're done. You know what I'm saying? But some people, they don't care. Like, they don't care. They'll just be like, oh yeah, you know. Like, they don't. Some people don't care. You know what I'm saying? They don't care about actually what's going on. They really don't care. But for me, I take my content very serious. I do, and I did come off as a dick, but it's for a reason. Like I have to do that because I don't want people to just walk in the camera and it looks like it's unprofessional. And I'm like, oh, what's good? Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't really do that. I just don't like that. But you seen people, they were there, so it is what it is. But anyway, but yeah, this is a big moment for Kendrick and Beyonce. I think this is a big moment, more for hip hop than actually anything else, that he's getting these awards, and I think it's a good thing. But thank y'all for joining me. I appreciate y'all. I'll see y'all on the next one. I'm out of here. Peace. Bye.